Hello and welcome back to the parametric series for MatrixGold. Today in this video we are going to make hoop earrings, alright, and we are going to keep them parametric. So we will start with just a curve from the front view. I will use the grid snap and just say that I want to start with 20 millimeters diameter hoop earring. So I will go to the arc with a start point. So we know that every square is 5 millimeters, and I would like to have an opening of like 4 millimeters. So I will start here, I will finish here, and then if I want 20 millimeters I need to go around here. Alright, so now we already have the 20 millimeters boundaries. Alright, so I will go to the perspective, I will start to use the profile placer, I will place one here, I will turn it 90 degrees, it was on the other side, just let me turn it 180 degrees, and I will do also a mirror profile, I don't want to rotate it, and with this what I will do is just change the shape and I will go for something more squarish. And if I want to set, just say stones 2 millimeters, I will go for 2.2. And the thing is that I have here now is 2 millimeters. I think that will be okay like this. Alright, so probably what I will do is just move it a bit more like that. So we have the opening more straight. And yeah, I think that we are ready to go. The only thing that we need to do now is just go to surface and use the sweep one between this and these two guys here, and the only thing that I will change from the sweep one is to have the dome thickness start to 0. Right, so now we have a flat angle here. Alright, very cool. What is next? Now it's time to place the stones. So I want to have fully parametric hoop earrings with the stones at the front and inside. Alright, so let's keep working on that model. So what I will do now is just extract ISO curve, and I will go around there. So one will be just in the middle, so I have one outside, and now I will go for the same, but I will do it inside. There we go, and will be 0.5. Great, we have one inside and another one outside. Let's gonna place the stones outside. You know that the tool that we need to use here is the Gemvision curve. So I will go probably from here to here. So you can see these stones, because we are below the C-plane, are upside down, but if we just select that we want this surface as a reference, they place in the right direction. We said at the very beginning that we will be using 2 millimeter stones. There we go, 2 millimeter stones. And now the only thing that we need just to do is bring them a bit inside, because the kind of setting that I want to use here is just frame setting. Okay, very good. And now I will do the same on this one. Again, the Gemvision curve. I will start around here, because at the end of the day, you know that you don't need to place a lot of stones on the inside part, because they need to be seen while it's being worn. Alright, as we did on the front ones, we will go for the 2 millimeter dimension, and we will bring them just a bit inside. All right, cool. What's next? Now here we need to do a few cutters. So I will select these stones, cutters, and I will do the channel cutter for these stones. at 40%. Okay, and I will do the same on these ones, also at 40%. Cool, we have the same. And now what I will be doing on these ones is use the microprong cutters. I will use the ones that I have defined as a default, like this is okay, and I will do the same for these ones. Alright, finally something that I will do is just select these stones again, use the microprong cutters but between gems, and I will just narrow them up like this to 50%. And probably what I will do is change this setting for this one. Okay, select. Let me show you something here. If I want to use the same settings that I have in this one and apply it to these ones, instead going and starting from zero, something that I can do is just select these ones. I click Ctrl C, Ctrl V, so copy paste, and now as you will see here, I will create another microprong cutter. The only thing that I need to do is just go to edit and change the input. So I don't want these gems, I want these gems. And we get the same that we had here just in this one. So this is something that, you know, is super handy when you need to use the same values from one side and on the other. Okay, so everything is ready here. The only thing that we need just to add is I will select all the stones and I will place the cutters. I will just move this part like this. I don't want to have any intersection, just to not give any trouble with the boolean. Okay, so I get this, I go to solid, boolean difference, and I select with the right button all the ones from the orange part. And let's see what happens with this boolean. I have added a lot of stuff here. This is why it's taking a while, but there we go. I click enter, and this is the result that we got. Alright, so we have the earrings ready, but we are still here missing something. We are missing a couple of things. The first thing is the way that we want to lock these earrings, and also the hinge. Let's first go for the hinge. So I will go to the cutters and I will use the hinge. Alright, so it's taking its time because it's trying to detect where it needs to be placed. Okay, as you can see now, I don't see any here in pink, and I don't see any geometry. You need to be sure anytime that you are using the hinge that the green arrow is facing to the open side, because what we are doing here is just cutting the geometry. Alright, so we need to be sure that we are just facing the opening. So I need to rotate it like this, a bit less, and now I need to move it just down like this here. There we go, maybe a bit higher, and let's see if now we get a nice result. Also, you need to go to the right view, and as you can see now, this is not in the right place. I need to move it to the right, and now we'll get it just in the middle, so now we will be in the right spot. Still I can move it a bit more, just like this. Okay, very good. Because I want to keep working on that, I will say that I want it to 0 degrees. So now we have it ready. Okay, so we have the stones, we have the hinge, we have everything. Now I want to make this model quite complicated. All right, so once you look at this model, you have a lot of steps to do and you will learn many things. So what I will do now here is just add another profile linked to the original curve. All right, so it's thinking. Good. I will just move it 45 degrees. Now it was 90, sorry. All right, and I will just make it 0.9 by 0.9. Cool. And I will just come out from here. I will just move it a bit in. Let me go to the wireframe so I can see everything. Okay. And what I will do next is I will use another one that will just be here. 90 degrees. Cool. And I will do something like that. Okay. We are good. And now from what I will do with that is just a profile. I will still add another one. Yes, I will add another one. So let me go to edit, and on this one I will add it here, just here. .90 degrees, and I will make it a bit bigger, just a bit. You know, then this is something very personal, and everyone has their own tricks. So now that we have all the profiles, what I will be using is the profile sweep. First one is this one. I just go like that, and when you get this twist, always you need to play with the automatic swim, so it's good like this. Probably what I can do is just go back here and edit, so I have wasn't that one. Is this one the one that I want to move? I do like this, and I like this sweep. What I will also need to do is just to add the profile cap one in that direction. It's not important how far we go with this thickness, and the same with this one. So with this one I will go with the profile cap like this is okay. And now what I will also do, let me just group these ones or join, so I will have them with the parametric join. Alright, so I have this one, and actually I will move it to another layer so I can hide it. And now I will do from the surface profile sweep between this one and this one. The reason that why I have done it bigger is because I want to make a hole here. Alright, I want to make a hole to allow the other one get in, okay, and then I will be playing on that. So the only thing that I need to do now is just go back to this one, because we want to make here to this one, we want to make something like this. that will be okay. And now I will just make from tools, I will make a profile cap. Great. And you know that we have done one here, but now it's hidden because we joined it, but still is here. All right, so I can show it again because this is parametric. So which one is this one? Yes, I go here and I click on show. So now I can use it to do another join. So we have another one. We are almost done. So we are, I would say, 2 steps away from having this totally parametric. What I have to do now is just, I want to make here a little cut, and this is something that is not a problem if you don't use all the tools from MatrixGold. Now the only thing that you need to do is something like this, not that much again, from here to here. Okay, and with this I will do I will use the extrude curve, and I will use it on both sides. Doesn't matter how far we go. Why I'm doing that? Because look, first thing that I will do is using the booleans, and this software is parametric, even the booleans are done. So first surface and second surface. Alright, so now I have this, and now what I will do is again boolean difference between this part and this part. Now it's thinking, let me go to, and this is what we got. Alright, so we got just a cavity here to get this part, bring it in, and just do the click to lock this earring. Okay, so now what I should also do is show this extrusion. Alright, that is this one, and also show this. Okay, and now again I go to the boolean difference between this part and this part. I did something wrong. Boolean difference between this part and this part. So you see now I have the cut here. So when I'm just bringing this in, I will have this extra room here to pass through, and because it will have the tension, it will do the click to keep this in the right spot. Alright, so I think that that's a very, very good exercise to use the parametric on this software. I really believe that is a lot of steps that we have been using to keep it parametric. As you can see now, if I select it, it's just one piece, but if I unselect it, ungroup, we have the 2 parts, 1 and 2, to print and cast. So I just bring it, and now the cool thing is that this is parametric. So if I go to the front, this is a 20 millimeters earrings, but maybe you want 30 millimeters and 15 or whatever. Let's select the curve, the original curve, and let's see what happens. I let you know that some trick will need to be done, but you will see how long it takes just to make these 2 variations. Okay, so we have the 20 millimeters, we can save that. Now we can go to the 30 millimeters, so I move the line just here, we just wait. Now all the steps that you can see here are being recalculated, so it will take a while, and I already told you that we will have to do some tricks. So probably we will have to move the hinge, and also to move the, for sure, what we something that we will have to move is this. Alright, because first it needs to go here. All right, so again now it's recalculating that, and you see that the hinge is telling me, hey, we have a problem here. Don't worry, once this spinning stops, we'll go to fix the hinge and everything will be recalculated. So let's wait for that. Now the software is doing all the calculations in the background. Okay, so as you can see, the boolean here is already working, but now we need to move the hinge. So we go to edit the hinge. Of course that we have a problem because the hinge was trying to find out what was the right spot. So we move it up to here. Oh, sorry, I went too far. The only thing that we need to do is just to be sure that we get it in the right place. As you can see, the hinge is taking a bit more of time, and this is probably because we did it before the last booleans that we have done. So what I would advise, if you want to make this exercise, is to keep the hinge for the last moment. All right, so you do all the tricks that we were doing here, all these booleans, you finish it up, keeping the hinge just for the last step, because then it will be easier to recalculate everything every time that you change the. But now we are just one step away. We just move it here, and now you will see how the surface comes back again. There we go, just one more. So you need to recalculate the amount that you are moving it away, and now you will see how the internal hole goes around here, and there we go. All right, so now again, if I click enter, I have the 30 millimeters one. Okay, so again I have another hoops with 30 millimeters, and I avoid just doing all these steps, placing the stones. And don't get me wrong, you still can, if you want, you can go back to the gems, because everything, even the boolean, is done. If you say, look, I have this space here that I would like, or maybe up to here, I think that I can add another stone. So I just click this group of gems. From the moment that you click on them on the document, it opens up where you have been creating this. And now I go to edit, and there we go. We just move the start position to here. So now we have a few more stones, because this is a 30 millimeters hoops. So I click enter, and now again is recalculating everything. So in just a matter of time, we will have everything recalculated, and again, very few clicks to make any modification. So just keep in mind how powerful these files are. So you can keep any of these files, and once you want to make any modification, you just need to go back to the stack that you have here, and you get what you want. So now, as you can see, we have moved more stones up the top, and there we go. So very easily you can have a collection. Of course that you can make it wider. You can, from this, you can make any modification, bigger stones, smaller stones, thicker, thinner, bend. So you have everything that you need just here. All right, and let me hide this one because it's the hinge. So now you can see that you have this ready to go. All right, so I hope you like it. This is a good exercise to practice, so give a go. Keep in mind about the hinge. The hinge is a tool that does a lot of operations in the background, so keep it for the last operation, and you will see how everything comes out very good. Thank you for watching, and enjoy it.